Okay.
There's a correlation to our real life in the in the common square of things to what is written in the book of life. And we've been cut off from it simply because this country was brought up out of slavery, of conquest. They gave us the book, so they did it. They did their job in their mind. You know the law of reciprocity. If you do something bad, here's redemption. So they gave you Christ in redemption for the conquest. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a good and evil type thing. But the thing is that the trick is to keep us from actually reading in our own mindset. You see what I'm saying? To keep us from seeing it from our own mindset. Instead of, they control the narrative. They control what we see, how we think, and how we move. Because at the end of the day, what does this all mean? It's to most human beings live captive in one place in their entire life. And they do one or two things. They believe that life is about work, and that hopefully at the end of life, they'll get some type of other life, physical life form that's greater than the current life where there is no pain and there is no work. Which is a delusion, right? It's an obvious delusion. Because we live in the realm of the flesh. We live in the realm of the physical. And we're not the only ones that live in this realm in the flesh. We have anything from the animal to the fish to the bird. The point is that we all live in the physical realm. Now, once the body has been consumed, right? Because we're all food too. Every animal is out there is food. The lion is food to the hyena. You see what I'm saying? So the point is that it's a cycle of life. Once we have this flesh, this is our existence here on this planet. Then once the flesh has become food, decay, right? The being that empowered this body, the being with that which we really are. You see what I'm saying? That is connected to the realm out of space, right? Because anything that is lighter than air ascends. That's just what it is. Anything lighter than air. That's why they say in the Kemetes, they would weigh your heart towards the feather, right? If you're light, you know how they put you ever see the image of the scales? And they would have a feather on one side of the scale and your heart on the other side.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah,
so they're giving us all the signs basically, and they just putting it in they're putting it in code is what they're doing basically.
What do you mean? That is truth, but what do you mean though?
No, I'm just saying if you said how they put the feather on the scale and the heart on the other scale,
yeah,
and you just gave the deep meaning of it, but they're not going to give the deep meaning of it. They're just going to put it out there for you to see, and you got to figure it out. That's why I said everything is given in code, and people don't realize how Da Vinci was on another level, and people need to realize and get all that race and stuff out there. Da Vinci codes were on another level. They still can't figure out a lot of stuff that he was able to put in code. Basically, I don't think that they ever will.
Well, that's the art of things. Is because that's the reason why the Egyptians use symbols. And the like you were saying, also the Bible is written in code. So that's why I was saying, what do you mean? Because the language of the Egyptians are cartoons, right? It's characters that represent specific meanings, the personifications that represented nations. So, for example, the Bible, when it talks about the Cush, they're talking about the nations, the black nations, the Cushites, who used the hieroglyphs, who built the tombs that we call pyramids. You see what I'm saying? we use the word pyramid to describe that tower because of the Greeks. It's Greek language. We speaking Greco. The Greco's its influence. That's what Christ was saying when he said, "I am the Alpha and Omega." He's saying the Greeks changed the language, so they call the people Ethiopia. So in the Bible, if it says Ethiopia, you won't know that Cush represents the Ethiopian people. That they confuse the language, right? So the point is that they gave us the Bible, but in order to understand the Bible, you have to also have reference to Egypt, you have to have reference to Rome, reference to Greece, reference to the Hyksos, the Hebrews. You see what I'm saying? You have to have access to a tree of knowledge.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not just and the more, the deeper you go, the deeper it becomes. So it's
So